Hello everyone, I am Bhanupriya DA from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering from Data Science Department, studying in 5th semester. Today I'll be discussing about the topic Waterfall model in software engineering project management. In this presentation, we'll see what are the phases in this waterfall model and the advantages and disadvantages. What is waterfall model? A linear approach. The waterfall model is a sequential process where each phase of the software development process is completed before moving on to the next phase. The waterfall model emphasizes extensively on documentations at every stage of the project, ensuring a clear understanding of requirements and specifications. It offers a predictable timeline and budget because each phase has specific deliverables and clear milestones. This is suitable for smaller projects. The waterfall model is well suited for projects that are very clearly defined requirements and minimal changes during the development. What are the key phases of the waterfall model? There are like five major key phases. Requirement gathering and analysis. In this phase, it involves first you need to gather and document the client's needs and requirements. Requirement gathering and analysis. You collect all the information and you make it as documents and is whatever the client needs or requires. This part is crucial to understand the project scope and goals. By this phase you can understand what is the client's need or the project's demand. The second phase is system design. In this phase we focus on creating systems architecture including software design or data structures and user interface. Implementation and coding. This phase involves translating the system design into working code. After designing a project, next we need to develop a code for that. Developers write and test the software's code base using this implementation and coding. Next comes integration and testing. Integration. This phase involves combining different modules of the software and conducting various tests to ensure if the quality and all the requirements of the clients is available in this project or not. Deployment and maintenance. In this deployment and maintenance, this involves releasing the software to the end users and providing ongoing supports and updates. That is, you provide the whatever output or whatever the software you have developed to the end users, and you provide ongoing support and you give them the updates. Requirement and gathering analysis uses uh, in this requirement gathering, we majorly concentrate on four aspects: conducting users interview to understand their needs and expectations for the software, creating detailed documentations to capture all requirements and ensure everyone is on the same page. Prototyping, developing prototypes to validate user requirements and provide a visual representation of the software functionality. If you are showing the prototype to the client or user requirements and they will provide you, if you provide a visual representation to them, then the software functionality will be working fine. Then stakeholder feedback, gathering feedback from stakeholders including clients and end users to refine the requirements. System design. In this system design, again, we concentrate on architecture design, data modeling, user interface design, and database design. Architectural design, designing the overall structure of the software, includes the components and their relationship. And in data modeling, you define data structures, relationship, and how data can be stored and managed within the software. creating user interface design focusing on like usability, accessibility, and visual appeal. Designing the database schema, including tables, relationships, and data integrity constraints. Implementation and coding. In this implementation and coding, writing code, developers will write code based on system design using chosen programming language. If certain language is required, like maybe Python or Java or C, C++, any coding language can be used. And next you debug them. Debug in the sense you test it and debug the code to identify and fix any errors or bugs. Unit testing. Conducting unit testing will ensure individual models of the software work as expected. Data integration, integrating the code with the database, ensuring data is stored and retrieved correctly. Integration and testing. System integration, functional testing, performance testing, security testing, and usability testing. System integration is nothing but you combine all the individual models. Functional testing is the software to ensure it meets their requirements. Performance testing is evaluating the software performance. Security is identify any vulnerabilities and ensure it is protected against the unauthorized access. Usability access of use and user experience in the software. Deployment and maintenance, releasing the software to end users either through an app store or website on premise services. User training, provide training to use how to use this software effectively. Bug fixes, enhancement, and support, providing ongoing support to the users, answering questions asked by the users like related to technical issues. Advantages of waterfall model are clear structure, predictability, documentation, and simplicity. There are only few disadvantages of the waterfall model: flexibility, risk, and user feedback, and time consuming. Flexibility. Coming to flexibility, waterfall model is inflexible and it is difficult to adapt to changes requirements. Risk is project risk can be found out because we do testing in the last. User feedback will not allow frequent user feedback, and time consuming. Thank you.